seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years. I am thankful. I have, will, and always be thankful for having a official fans list. Thank you to each and every individual here for being within the community here. Well, hello. Well, hey. And hi. So, yes, a story to reveal. Now, a true McDonald's story, specifically. Now, Mr. Business Suits, why did you not film this? Let me put it to you like this. To sum it up, generally speaking, when we go into a fast food restaurant and or such as a McDonald's restaurant, whether it's McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, or Taco Bell, like the main fast food places, we do not say to ourselves, okay, when we go into this facility, we are to expect something to happen that is, quote unquote, not normal. You know, generally speaking, we go in there, we take the time to order what we want, then we leave. Whether we take the food to go to eat at your convenience somewhere else, or whether you choose to eat your food within that facility. Now, Winnie, also known as Wyatt, my best friend of just over 7 years now, and I decided to go to McDonald's. Now, at any moment within this video, when I choose to laugh, let me put it to you like this. I am not laughing at the person that I am about to explain. I am more specifically laughing at the noise that this person was choosing to make. Just the noise that he was making. That specifically was funny to me. Because funny in the sense that it was something that I was not expecting to hear. That type of funny. Not like funny like laughing at somebody. It's more specifically of laughing at something specific. So it was something that this person was doing. That specifically I was laughing at. Now, Winnie, also known as Wyatt, and I went into this restaurant, and Winnie was tapping on my shoulder, like, hey, look over here. I was like, what? Now, the entire restaurant was empty. It was more so of like, the timeline that we went into this facility was at around, I don't know, like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the evening. So, I mean, it's not like it was like a 12 o'clock noon where it's generally busy and or packed usually within the building. Now, when I looked over, there was only one person sitting in this building as a customer. This person sat at the very corner of the building. So like me and Winnie, also known as Wyatt, walked into the store. Well, not the store, but walked into the restaurant like going this way. And then at the very corner was this one guy sitting there. Now, he looked homeless. And when I say homeless, I mean, his hair looked like it was very long and just not clean. I'm just gonna briefly explain that. I think generally speaking, when I say somebody that looks homeless, I think you all get my general idea. But there are bits and pieces that I do want to point out. So while I was briefly looking, not like directly looking for a long amount of time, because that is generally not not a polite thing to do, to just directly stare at somebody for a long time, unless you know the person. Oh, okay, anyways. So this person, this guy, his hair was very long and it did not look clean. I mean, obviously the guy looked homeless, and like his clothes looked very, yeah. His clothes looked of the various homeless type of clothes, like not like something, not clothes that you say, hey, those are nice clothes. No, it was definitely of the polar opposite. Now, when I happened to notice this guy's face, now, what skin tone this guy was does not matter at all. It does not matter what skin tone you are. It does not matter where you came from. It does not matter what gender you are. Just in this case, I just happen to notice the gender. Whether and even if this person was a woman, I would be saying the exact same thing. So equally across the board. But this person was obviously a guy. And as I stated, if it was a woman, I would be saying the exact same thing. So do not misunderstand my words on purpose. Now, their mustache. Wow. Their mustache looked very stained, like odor stained, because the odor within that building, I was like it was the odor coming from that person. So obviously I told Winnie, also known as White, I said, when we order our food, let's just, take it to go. And then when he said, yeah, that's probably the better route. So their mustache looked very stained. I'm talking like a coated yellowish stain. Now, I am just explaining the looks that I saw. This isn't meant to put the person down. This is called observation. Okay? And their mustache was covering their entire mouth. So this tells me that they were that unfortunately that this person was not able to take good care of themselves. I'm talking about as far as hygiene goes, shaving, shower, cleansing on a somewhat regular basis. Now, when me and Winnie were ordering, the person, that homeless person, made a very bizarre noise. That homeless person made this noise like, it was like I would say once every like 20 to 25 seconds. This person will say, meow. I was like, you know, that either tells me that one of two things. That this person making this, that homeless person making those random cat meow noises. Like meow. Yeah, that one. And like I stated before, explaining all this now in my video here, that this was something that I was not expecting to happen. You know, these are not moments that you expect to happen. But guess what? Every day, we all learn something new and or see something new in this instance. So, I was thinking to myself, so this is obviously one of two things. Number one, this person obviously has a mental health condition to where they are just talking to themselves like this. Like, mind you, this is just my guess. I mean, obviously, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a doctor. This is just guesses. One of two guesses. And number two, my second guess was maybe this person had a pet cat, and unfortunately they were not able to keep the cat, maybe. I don't know, but those are my one of two guesses. A possible mental health condition, and or this person had a cat in the past, and maybe they were not able to keep the cat because of being homeless. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but yeah. So once Winnie and I finished ordering our food, we left. And so when we left to go to my car, so we could just drive off, I told Winnie, you know, here's the thing. Being homeless can literally happen to anybody. It does not matter how rich you are, and it most certainly does not matter how poor you are. Anybody on this planet can go homeless for any various reasonings. It could happen to anyone. So do not be misunderstood about that. Just because someone is rich does not mean that they are living so peacefully. No, because guess what? Rich people do not always make the smartest of decisions. So no, just because someone is rich, do not automatically think that they make all the correct decisions all the time. No, they don't. They are a human being just like all of us. So whether you're poor, whether you are in the middle class, or whether you are rich, it does not matter which category of the three that you fall into. Anyone at any moment can go homeless. That's what I told Winnie, also known as Wyatt. And then also I told Winnie that those are the types of people that you do not want to approach. And let me explain why. You do not know where that person came from. And you do not know who that person is. Because if people that are homeless want help, if they want help, they will go look for help. Because see, here is reality. there are people that are homeless that choose to want to be homeless. And then, of course, there is that a division of homeless people that are choosing to be homeless, and then those people that are homeless but do not want to be homeless. They just fell into that position because of any variety of reasonings. So do not get misunderstood. So that's why I said do not approach homeless people, because like I said, not all homeless people are wanting to be homeless, as well as not all homeless people are choosing to be homeless. As I stated, that division. People choosing to be homeless because that is all that they know. That is all that they are used to. And people that are homeless that do want that help. So that's why I said to Winnie, do not approach that person, because you don't know who that person is and you don't know where that person came from. So it is best to just let that person make that decision, those one of two decisions, by themselves. And with that being said, there you go. These moments happen when we least expect it. And to look at all of these experiences as a learning lesson. And on that note, my video uploads will happen at any day and at any time. And my live streams will happen at any day and at any time. And as well, on any given Mondays and or Tuesdays, as of now, just those 2 days, Mondays and or Tuesdays, that any of my fans on my fans list can invite me to their live stream on their channel to bring genuine traffic to their channel, because that is what this community is about. Thoughts, feelings, and opinions equally across the board. Thank you to Winnie, also known as wife. Thank you to me. Thank you to the critics in the very last row. Thank you to the casual viewers in the middle row. And most importantly, seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years. Thank you to my fans on my fans list in the front row. The front row seats. Thank you to all of us for being us.